Hello, Mary Me. So I want to review a book, and the book I want to review is Herbal Remedies for Dummies. Now, I am a fan of both the For Dummies series and the Complete Idiot's Guide when it comes to a lot of New Age, alternative, occult, and so on and so forth topics because they often have very nice, no nonsense, straight to the point books. And this one is a very good one when it comes to herbalism. And I have never been I haven't gotten very much into herbalism. I know a little bit about it, but I've been wanting to get more involved with it. And this is definitely a book that you might want to consider if you don't have a lot of experience with the topic. So you can see it's a good sized book and it's just chock full of information. So, what do we find in here? Of course, there's a lot of advertisements, because they always are. So, let's go through the index. Give an introduction. We have part 1. So, what are herbal remedies anyway? It has chapter 1. Using, not abusing herbal remedies, which is very important. Basically, herbal remedies can be an amazing thing to add to, basically to improve your health. However, of course, you have to know when to use it and when not to use it. If you have a cold, then by all means make herbal teas and so on, because those can actually affect the cold. While school medicine doesn't really have anything for a cold. If you break a leg, however, you go to the doctor. You might then later whip up some herbal teas that helps bone grow faster. But do seek medical help first. And also do remember that, like for example, healing, which is more of hands-on healing, which is more of spiritual field, herbs have very scientifically proven effects. So you have to be careful if you take various forms of medicine, but not all of them mix very well with herbs. Anyway, choosing the best herbal products, aromatherapy, getting well from the smell, and herbs from everyone. Then we have part 2, growing and brewing your own herbs. We have chapter 5, growing, drying, storing, and storing herbs. Chapter 6, making herbal products at home. Chapter 7, kitchen medicine, healing with herbs, healing with spices. Chapter 3, part of the tense. Part 3, part of the tense. Chapter 8, 10 reasons to use herbs every day. Chapter 9, top 10 powder herbs. Chapter 10, 10 delicious herbal teas. Then we have a symptom guide and a herb guide, and an Appendix 1, Herb Talk Glossary, Appendix B, Herbal Dosage Usage, and Appendix C, Resources, and then we have an index. And an index is important because this contents at a glance is really exactly that. It's at a glance. There's so much in here, so let's just pick up at a random page here. Here we have, for example, a section that I said, Understanding Ancient Healing Systems. We have all sort of different symptoms. We have little tips and guides about what dosage to use. We have antibiotics and probiotics just around here. Something about we have some lists about teas, how to make them. Even how to make herbal candies. So yeah, and it's also very funny. You have these little drawings all throughout it, and it's just written in a very funny, down to earth way that's easy to understand. That's what I have a few other herb books, and they often makes the field feel so huge. It's very difficult to get into. But this book sort of explains things in a very easy to get and practical way. So yeah, it has everything from herbal baths to how to grow your own herbs, how to have herbs if you don't have a garden, if you have to have potted herbs, all of the different things that you might want to learn about herbs. So yeah, it's amazing. It's various forms of health issues, what you might like stopping, how to stop smoking, how to cure a sore throat, and what sort of herbs is useful for that. There are a list of herbs there. It's not the most extensive I have seen, but it do give a pretty good explanation of many very common herbs. So yeah, I can't really praise this good enough. It also tells you about what you should be aware of when you should not use herbs, what dangers there can be, how to cook with herbs, about anything you might want to learn, basically about how to pick up herbs that are wildly grown, section on garlic. Yeah, it's just so much in here. And yeah, it's a very, very good book, and this index in the back definitely do help. So if you're interested in herbs, either for basically making remedies, making herbal teas, how to grow herbs for you to make your cooking more delicious, this is definitely a book for you. And yeah, so a lot of people associate the for Dummies books just with technical guides for things in computers and all those sorts of things. But they really are a series that you can find about just about anything. So yeah, now of course this is for the basically natural uses of herbs, to say it like that. It's herbal remedies, herbal cooking, oh, and how to prepare herbs and so on. It doesn't cover the spiritual uses of herbs. However, if you're going to work with herbs a lot, having a base knowledge of basically the natural world idea of herbs will help you when it comes to working with herbal magic. So, yeah, this is a pretty good book. So, I don't really have any complaints about it. Only complaint I could possibly have is that it's very floppy. And that can be a problem when it's a book as big as this because it very easily gets bent. But other than that, no, I don't have any complaints. It does its job very well. There's a lot of advertisements in here, like this last section here. This last section here is all advertisements for the books. That can be a little bit annoying, but other than that, it's pretty awesome when it comes to learning the basics of herbalism. It has 352 pages, and yeah, I definitely recommend this if you want to get into herbalism, or even if you don't want to really get into herbalism but you want to work more with herbal magic. Of having a good guidebook that can tell you uh, all about the composition of the herbs, whatever or not the herbs are poisonous, or just simply how to grow them, can be very useful. So yeah, this is I consider this one of my best purchases last month. It it's pretty good. It basically gives you all you need to start using herbs. And yeah, how to treat minor illnesses with herbal remedies, how to make herbal cosmetics, how to make basically herbal dishes that are also very healthy for you, all of that. So yeah, and that is my review of Herbal Remedies for Dummies by Christopher Hobbs. Definitely a good book. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I hope you have enjoyed this review. Have a great day and blessed be.